video we are going to develop restaurant management system. As you can see at the right side, this project will have these 5 options: show menu, order items, update the menu, and even customers can give the review or the rating as well. And finally, using the fifth option, the user can exit from the application. So let me show you a couple of screens what we will be developing. So this is how the menu will look like. So like a super famous restaurant, and we will be displaying these 5 options when user run the program. And after that, we will be implementing each of these options one by one. Like first, show menu. So in the show menu, we will be showing all the items available in the restaurant. And option 2 will be for ordering the items. Let me show the first option, how the output will look like. So this is how it is. So we will be displaying ID, name, price, and even the rating of that particular item as well. So this is for the show menu item. For ordering item, we will have something like this. So we will ask the user which item he want to try that day, and based on the ID, we will give the total bill as well here. So let's implement these options one by one together. Okay, so for developing this project, we need to know basics of Python, like what is a print statement, what is a variable, and how do we uh, implement a loop in Python. So these are the, and one more thing, list and dictionaries as well. So we need to know the basics of these concepts. And even if you don't know, that should be fine, because I will be explaining each of the things very in detail. Okay, so let's get started. And for that, let me first of all open my VS Code. Yeah, here it is. So in my VS Code, I have already have a empty file called restaurant.py. So this is where we are going to write our this restaurant management system project. Okay, so for this one, we need some initial data, right? So as a restaurant, when you are starting, you will have a menu. So that menu data I have already stored in a JSON file called this one, menu.js. Let me correct that file name. So this is not JS, it is a JSON file. JSON. Okay, so let's correct that. So these are the 8 or 9 items we have in our menu. So you can see the structure over here. So items is a list of dictionaries again. So each item will be a dictionary, and here you have an idea of that item, item name, price, and whether it is a veg or non-veg item. And finally, we have the ratings. I mean the reviews from the customer. Currently, we have only one rating for this particular item here. So that is 4. Okay, so when we show the menu, that should reflect in our program as well. Okay, so first thing first, let's show the menu. Okay, when user run the program, we need to show that banner with like super restaurant, super famous restaurant, and in the new line we need options like one first option show menu, second option like order items, that we need to implement first. Let's get started with this one. So there are multiple ways to do it. The easiest way is like this. So let's say we want to have something like this. Let me show it here, and I will take like super famous restaurant. Okay, and similarly we need another line separator after this one. Okay, so let's run this program and see the output. So python restaurant.py. Oh, sorry, I will have to get into projects folder. That is where I have my project. See here. See, when I run the program, I am able to see this banner here, right? So how it is working? So to show anything in Python, we use a print statement. Okay, so for showing this entire line, okay, this dashed line, I used this hyphen and I multiplied that hyphen with 30. And because of that reason, the print function is able to show this dash 30 times. Okay, similarly, I have added here as well. And now let's add that menu, like option 1 show menu and order items, those things. Okay, so let's do this one here. So 1, like show menu, print 2, order item. Okay, and similarly another one, like for the time being, let's have add, or let's say something like update menu. Okay, and finally we will just exit the program. A review we will implement in the next stage. For now, let's try to implement these four options, or otherwise let's implement that as well. Why to wait? Okay, so let's option 4 is like add review. Okay, now let's run the program. Before that, let me add this separator here as well. Now run the program, python restaurant.py. Yeah, great. See, we are able to see the menu here properly, right? Okay, so the one thing is done. Now, when user chooses option 1, we need to show the items in our menu. Okay, so where is our menu? Here it is. This is a menu.json. So we have the data in this file. Okay, so we need to open this file and read this data into our program. And after that, when user choose option 1, we need to show this entire menu in the proper format. Okay, so for that, let me write, let me open the file first. Okay, so what I will do is I will do that at the beginning of the program. Okay, so I will be using how do we, first of all, how do we open a file in Python? It's a pretty straightforward, right? So open and the file name, whichever it is. Okay, JSON, and in which mode we want to open the file, read or write. So for now we need only read mode, so I give as R here. Okay, and after that we can save that in a file, something like a file variable, and after that we can do file.read and so on and so forth. But to simplify all these things, I will use the with syntax to open the file as f. Okay, since it is a JSON file, okay, since it is a JSON file, what I will do is I will use a JSON library for reading the data from this JSON file. Okay, so for that, let's import a JSON library. So now we need to read the data from the JSON file. So where is the file? After this statement, the file is f. Okay, so f means nothing but menu.json only. Now we need to load the data from this file using the JSON library. So how do we do it? So we do something like this, json.load of f. So it will automatically read the data from the JSON file and it will convert that into a dictionary. Okay, so let me save that in a variable called data. Okay, that will be better. Okay, so nice. Now we have the data. Okay, we have the data, and let's print that out. Okay, so what is the data that we have? Let's print that out. We will have some understanding. Okay, so let's run it. Restaurant.py. Yeah, see here, the entire dictionary has been printed over here. Okay, so if you want to print it in a pretty format, we can use pprint library. pprint. So something like this, pprint. Okay, now if you run this again, the data will be showed in the what happened here. Data object has no attribute called right. Where are we doing it? Okay, sorry. So we cannot do something like this. This has to be like this. See here, the data has been printed in the pretty format. Okay, so if you see carefully here in the data is nothing but a dictionary. So in the dictionary we have a key called items. So item is a list, and every entry in this list is a one item from the menu. Okay, so now what we will do is we will just remove this line. Just for verification we have used this print statement here. Now what I will do is I will take a variable called items, and I will get the items list from this data dictionary. Okay, so how can we do it? Something like this. Let's do it. Data dot get, okay, items. If there is no items key in the data dictionary, what we will do is by default we will assign the empty list here. Okay, so that way the program will not break in any case. Okay, so now we have the items. So if you want to verify that, yeah, we can use this same print statement. Instead of data this time, I will just print items. Okay, so let's run the program. Yeah, see, everything got displayed very nicely, right? Okay, now let's instead of showing that list here in the line number 10, what we will do is we will take the input from the user. After showing this menu, if the user chooses 1, then we will show the menu in the proper format. Okay, so let's do that. So first thing, we need to define a variable called choice, and I will take the input from the user here. Okay, so let's see this one. So after getting the choice from the user, okay, after getting the choice from the user, if the choice is equal to 1, then what we will have to show? We will have to show the menu, right? So show the menu. And if, okay, if not if, yeah, if choice is 2, that means user has entered option 2. In that case we have to show, I mean we have to allow the user to order the items here. Okay, so how can we do it? So what I will do is I will use else if here, because we have more than 2 conditions here, right? More than 2 conditions to satisfy. That's why I will take this one. Okay, so let's print some message order items 1. Okay, so actually we will implement the actual functionality here, but just for the time being I am writing these empty conditions. Okay, so print for option 3, what we have to show? Update menu, right? Update menu. And finally else if choice is equal to 4, then what we have to show? Yeah, we have to allow the user to add the review. Okay, we will do that as well. And finally else, okay, the 5th condition, what we have to do? We have to do just say exit, right? We can say thanks, thank you, and after that, yeah, that's all. Okay, so let me remove this print statement from here and here as well, because we don't need these 2 lines, and we have the data here. Nice, even this pprint statement also not required. Now let's run the program one more time. Okay, so I will clear this one and run it. See, we got the menu again, and let's choose option 1. So we are getting show menu. and the program got closed. Okay, so let's do again option 2, order items. Again program is closed, but the program should not close here, right? See, when I choose option 1, after showing menu, the program should be still running so that user can uh, order items, or he can update the menu, or even he can add the review as well, right? So the program should not stop after one execution. So for that, what we have to do is we have to keep the entire code that we have written in the while loop. While true. So, okay, it's an infinite loop, it will be keep on running. So I will move everything one level down here. Okay, so this is nice. Yeah, now we have to break when user chooses option 5, right? So that means it will go into the else condition. So show the thank you message and break the program, break the loop. Okay, so breaking the loop is nothing but breaking the program itself. Okay, so now let's rerun the program. This time it will not stop after one execution. See, so now showing the menu, option 1, enter. So we got the menu, right? So we got the message like show menu, and again this entire banner has got displayed, and again it is waiting for the input from the user. So I will choose option 2 this time and hit enter. See, now we got order items, and again it is waiting for the input from the user. Okay, so that means our program, the basic structure of the program is ready. Now we need to implement these options one by one, like show menu, and we need to support for order item and update menu, add review and exit. Okay, exit is already working, I guess, because we have already uh, added that break statement, right? So if you want to check that, let's see that. See, when I press 5 and enter, the program execution is stopped. Okay, so that's how it is. Now first thing first, so we need to show the menu. So whatever the items that we have in our menu, we need to show everything. Okay, so how can we do it? See, if you take a look at it, we have a items list here. Okay, so using a for loop, we can display all the items from the menu. Okay, so for that, what I will do is, so let's add a print statement here. Okay, so when user chooses option 1, you do something like this. For the time being, I will not display the rating, because for the rating we need to write a different function to calculate the rating as well. Okay, so we'll do that in the next stages of this video, but for now first let's display the basic menu. Okay, so what I want to display is id, name and the price of that particular item. Okay, so now let's write a for loop for item in items, and now what we have to print is so item is nothing but each dictionary, right? This one. Okay, so I want to display the id. So how will I get id dot id, sorry, item dot id? You will get this, and item dot name, you will get the name of that particular item. When you say item dot price, you will get the price. Okay, so we need to do that. Now what I will do is I will use a print statement with the format string. Okay, and here what I will do is item dot get. Okay, same structure I will use id. So this will display the id of that particular item, and I'm giving /t to separate it. Okay, and now I will have to give item dot get dot, sorry, double quotes, name. Okay, similarly /t and item dot get, and here the price. Okay, so great. So if you run this program, now we will be able to see the menu. Okay, so what I will do is I'm just expanding this line here as well. Okay, and after printing all the items, we will show that line. Okay, so let's run the program now, see the output. Okay, I will maximize this one. Python restaurant.py. See option 1, choose menu. Boom. See here, we got the menu right properly. So it is showing the name, price, and even the ID. Okay. Now if user want to order any items, he can look at this menu and then he can order the items, right? So user can choose option 2, and now we need to implement that. So when user chooses option 2, then we need to ask him which item he wanted to buy. Okay, so that we will have to implement now. Okay, let's do that. But before that, okay, before that, let me explain how it is working. I mean, if you have any doubts here, you can mention the comment section below. And if you think, I mean, I am going little fast, please pause the video and then maybe you can watch one more time. And yeah, if you have any questions, okay, so please mention in the comment section. And please do not forget to like and share this video with your friends. Okay, so let's see this one. So what we have done is we wrote a for loop here for showing all the items from the menu. So in the loop, every time we will get one item, and using a format string syntax, we are displaying the item name, item ID, sorry, first item name and then the item price. Okay, so this is item dot get ID. If there is ID, you will get the ID. If you don't have that particular ID, I mean the key in the dictionary, the program will not fail. Okay, so that's why we used this one. Okay, so that's about that. Now let's move on to the option 2. Okay, when user chooses option 2, which means he wanted to order some items. Okay, he want to order the item. So what I will do is we will take the input from the user first. Okay, which item he want to buy. Okay, order item, I'm taking a variable here, and I will take input from the user, which item you want to try. Okay, so we have this one, we have the order item here. Okay, from the user. Now what will have to do is we will have to search. Okay, we will have to search this order item in the list of items that we have. Okay, when we find it, we need to uh, get the price of it, and we need to show the bill to the user. Okay, as we have seen in the PPT, I mean initially I have showed you the screenshot, right? So that we will have to implement here. Okay, so let's do this one. So for that also same, I will use the same for loop as we have done in the previous option. And here, instead of using the print statement, what I will do is I will have a condition here. Okay, if item, okay, item of ID is equal to the order item. Okay, if both are same, that means we have found the ID. Okay, we have found the ID. Now what we will have to do is we will have to show the bill to the user, right? So for that, what I will do is I will just print all these items as it is, whatever the items that I mean the item details. And in the next line, okay, in the next line, I will show the amount. Actually, no, amount also we have here, right? So we have the amount as well. Okay, so this should be fine, I guess, for now. So maybe after this one, yeah, let's do this one. Let's break the program, and yeah, maybe we can, what we can do is can show total bill amount like something like this. Okay, total amount here. So we have only one item, so it is pretty straightforward. But anyhow, let's do that. Something like this. Okay. But why I'm doing this, you will understand that in a minute, because let's run the program first. Okay, so I will tell you what I am trying to do here. So run this one and show menu, so we get to see the menu here. Let's say I want to order chicken biryani. Okay, so which is option 1. See here, sorry, I choose the option 1 again, right? So let's choose option 2, and it is asking which item I want to try. I want to try chicken biryani. The ID is 1, and enter. So here, see, chicken biryani 200 rupees, and total amount we got 200 here, right? This is cool. But the problem that I'm talking about, let's say something like user wanted to buy multiple items. Okay, so in that case, this program is useless, right? It's not very useful. So let's modify that to allow the user to order more than one item. Okay, so for that, what we will have to do is